many changes, there's such a renewal, there's so much going on that people will really seemingly be acting berserkoids. Like there'll be exaggeration. Like if you're saying to a friend, oh, it was so cold where I live, they'll be like, oh, it was 75 below and freezing, I actually froze to death. You know, if you're like, I had a good view, they'll be like, I can see through space and time. And you're like, well done. You know, it's going to be crazy. And I have certain family members that do that. So you have to just sit back and be restful and let them play with the energy and realize it is what it is. Everything's temporary, but for a lot of us, it's enormous breakthrough time. It's a time for our true identity, our true values, the way we express ourselves, our new philosophies, huge regeneration time, change of habits, healthy emotional shifts, great new partnerships are formed. Mindful awareness and attention on focus of what's important. That's a huge, huge shift. So get ready for those because it's going to be really good news. And so this whole read is basically going to be about like these shifting energies and what we can expect. Some people are going to get very spontaneous, and actually I'm feeling they're going to propose to their significant others. Some people are going to find out that they're actually pregnant. There is a whole plethora of really interesting things taking place in July. So let's see what is going on for you guys. So number 1, we have far, far away, creative daydreaming. And there's also a corresponding number 30 to that. Number 2 is once was innocent. Knowledge means change. And there's also a corresponding 28 with that. There is number 3 is the golden gift. Magical help is on its way. And number 24, and I feel like nothing truer can be said than that right now. Let me give you a for instance. When I woke up, my first feeling was I would love to go out in like the gorgeous, fresh summer air and do an outside read because the energy is always tremendous. The channeling is always crystal clear and lovely, and I feel an element of deep breathing and relaxation, and I want to convey that to you because it's Monday and everybody should be starting the day off with, a fresh start, a clean slate, because every morning when we open our eyes, first thing we should be doing is having gratitude for the fact that we feel well and that we have places to go and people to see, right? And I feel like communication right now is going to be on point and for your highest good, all of you. I feel like the way you're going to communicate is going to be light and breezy. You're not going to take everything so seriously. Oh, a baby grasshopper just jumped on me. You know, everyone's going to have a beautiful attitude of openness. Very important for us to feel relaxed. So we're going to start with group 1 and see what is going on in terms of your space and how you're feeling. So you got the inner queen, which is beautiful. This comes up all the time. I feel like you're going to feel elevated emotionally, mentally, everything. You're going to be looking to the future, really energized. You know, this is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for anything you want. Your powers of negotiation are going to be top notch. Even in seeming chaos, there's going to be a kind of divine order to you, a complete resorting of things. This is really powerful for you. You're going to discover everything you need to know about the situation and how things affect you, and you'll accept them because it'll be long and short-term goals. So even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something and what it'll look like and who will share in it and what will be available to you, you need to relax and open up to the possibilities and just let them flow. Now look, you have the Catch Me card, which is fantastic for allowing yourself to just surrender and melt into this trusting phase and knowing that everything will be all right. July really is like a portal to massive opportunity and soul connections and working with your intuition, all of those things. I also feel like you have some kind of unfinished symphony within you creatively. You have, and now it's time to have a lack, there's a lack of closure, and you need to step into that and move forward. So it's important you come to terms with where you are right now, practice radical acceptance, take inventory so your emotional and psychological closure can occur, and all the answers you need can be found by just allowing and trusting they're going to come to you. Because I feel like, some of you have some old love thoughts lingering for people, and you need some closure in that because a lot of you have soul connections coming in within a 2-month sphere. And in order for that to occur, we need to create a void so that that can come in gracefully and not be crowded and not be misaligned, because it's all about aligning right now. And I feel like you're not going to have any more self-criticism. You're letting go of drama so you can just usher in this new peaceful energy for yourself and feel good and feel aligned and feel really just generally chill. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you because I feel like there's another message. Let's see, you have, oh, the unicorn and the maiden. So this is communication, purification. Yeah, the new moon that's coming up, absolutely about purification, releasing anything that it feels heavy to you, it feels burdensome, feels like it clogs, anything restricts you, let it go. People, places, and things often do that. We hang on to them inadvertently and not realize that they kind of slow us down on our path. And with the retrogrades coming, I don't like people to panic about that because it's really no big deal. I actually feel like it's helpful in terms of having us slow our pace so we can really observe where we're going and what we're doing. Just every once in a while, the annoyance of computers and technological issues occur, but that is what it is. But this is a message I'm feeling right now too for communication with unicorn, is saying, have your documents in order, passports, licenses, make sure everything's up to date, the things in your glove compartment, if you ever were to get pulled over, have all those things in order so you can simplify things right now. But I feel like you definitely, a large number of you have your soul matches coming in within 2 months, and you're elevating and releasing, and it's very healthy, and you're going to feel good and light. So beautiful energy, group 1. Love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And also remember, I'm doing my new moon read special. So it's $50 for a half hour. Oh, somebody just started their lawnmower. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Anyway, we're on to number 2. Once was innocent. Knowledge means change. Absolutely. We don't want to be stagnant. We don't want to stay still. We want to elevate. We want to move towards what is helpful and what is enduring. Again, I feel like you'll be golden in this. You're really going to have an understanding of things that are important. An attitude of openness. You're going to have new philosophies. You're going to be regenerating old ideas that used to work really well for you, but you had forgotten about them because you're very mindful and aware as well. Also, I feel like you're very superbly connected into what is the truth. You have a fantastic manifestation and law of attraction ability right now. I feel like that whatever structure is in place, if it's not working, you can just begin anew, which is really beautiful. And your next card is sacred play. So I feel like right now you're going to be into crystals. You're going to be into esoteric. Watch as many readers and divinatory things out there. If you want to purchase yourself a oracle deck, that would be a fun thing to do. I feel like you have an innate power to be able to divine certain things and intuit things, and I feel like with clairsentience just budding in a lot of you, that it's a skill set that sometimes it's really good to exercise. So sacred play, use your powers of manifestation, try to be very specific and see if you can do those things and watch them come about and how fun it is. I feel like right now is a time for you exchanging gifts as well. You're entering in a productive and really enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them too. You honor them, you have gratitude for them, therefore they're going to keep coming into you. It's a time to exchange and experience new skills, commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue, because that's where we really see our results, where we put our focuses in, right? Yeah, see, this is, you guys are having a really good spiritual alignment process right now. You're working with your intuition, you have your second sight opening, dimensional doorways, you're having a deeper understanding of the exchange of energy we have with other people. And I feel like you're going to really get what you want when you realize some things have a hefty price tag. You don't need it, so you're going to release it. You must give and receive in order to have love and flourish with abundance flowing all around you. And I feel like, that's saying, don't be stingy. Don't pocket your coins. Be generous, give, and then you'll receive back. I'm telling you, this happens to me all the time. The second I question whether I'll have enough, I usually don't, but when I'm like, hell with it, I'm going to really be generous with this tip, that money is reimbursed to me within my PayPal, usually in triplicate within the hour. All the time this happens. When I am generous, it is returned back for me. You also have the Gossamer Princess, which is about communication, relationships, and work to be done. I feel like somebody in your family is going to have a baby. I really hear that very closely. A close relative, or perhaps even yourself. So start to communicate with everybody and really get back into the family fold. Some of you, I feel like, got a little bit removed. Just start sending emails and hellos, right? Life offers experiences that are challenging sometimes. Sometimes they're super nourishing, and stay with those relatives that are nourishing and you want to reconnect with, right? It's funny how we oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If we're not content with where we are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. See how the universe adjusts to bring you back into balance, because we always reap what we sow. So if we're involved in something that's really not for us, we just release it and say, hey, I gave this a shot. I turned down this avenue. I feel like my GPS was a little screwy, so now I'm going to realign and try something new. We can always start over. That's what I tell my clients that form new relationships. They're so afraid that they have to go straight into matrimony, the first time they say hello or go on a date, which you don't. You have to realize that you always have choices. You can always do whatever you want. You can always realign and reconnect with what really works for you. You never have to say yes when you really want to say no. That's a big thing for people. People think because they start something, they have to see it through to the bitter end. It's not true. It's just a time to relax and have a good open exchange. Goodwill is really going to be all around you, I feel, in this group. And I also feel some of you are going to receive proposals within 6 months of marriage. Absolutely. I feel that very strongly. I feel like people that are giving indicators right now. It's like, don't spoil any surprises or start looking around for rings. I feel like some people are going to be popping some surprises on you. And a lot of you that meet your soulmate, I feel like there's going to be almost an immediate connection where they want to propose to you within 6 months. They know you know. It's a beautiful match. They just do it. Also, some of you guys are going to be moving. I already see new real estate. I keep hearing new real estate. So you're going to have an investment or a purchase of a new home, apartment, or condominium as well. So beautiful energy, Group Toe. I love that for you. Group Toe. I'm like, I don't know why. As soon as the lawnmower started up, I was like, should I race or shut this off? And I'm like, you know what? I feel like the flow is so beautiful out here, and I just want to, go with the flow and do it. And I'm not going to be upset by anything. And I really would think these messages are gorgeous today because, Spirit is really aligned with just being happy and light. So really beautiful energy, Group 2. Love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, and I'm doing my special New Moon's read, I'm offering it today and tomorrow, and it is $50 for a half hour, and you can cover any topics you want. You just email me, and on PayPal, just put New Moon Read, and I'll know because everything's dated. Very, very important portal of time tomorrow, this new moon and eclipse. The energy is so powerful to manifest and create. So use envisionment, start to write things down, super important. Now we're on to Group 3, which is magical help is on its way. I feel this group that you are actually calling in your angels and spirit guides to help you, and you're going to receive all these boons and benefits from it. Fate, karma, acceptance of what is really due you is coming in. I feel like you've worked hard and provided a lot of help and assistance for others, and now it's your time. You're really going to be getting gifts, and they're coming in. And you also have Barnabas and the Prince. So this is about adventures, discovery, travel, and meeting destiny. I feel like a lot of you are going on a trip, and you're actually going to meet your soulmates and your divine others. You're going to be meeting people in your soul tribe. Really, if you can take a trip in July, absolutely do this. It is a magical time for you, for discovery, for opening your heart and mind. I feel like adventures await you, and you have an open mind and soul, and you are ready, and you're also being divinely guided and protected as well. So I feel like there's no more stumbling around for you or struggling. I feel like everything's going to come with ease, and it's going to be very smooth. And you have this willingness to increase your sense of abundance without feeling any lack mentality. You're going to be generous. You're going to be able to pay your bills with ease, sign documents, do your filing, get everything all in order, and you're going to feel really good because everything's going to be nice and neat and tidy for you. And you're going to have these great adventures. See, this is part of this is because you have the dark moon, and that's funny that there's an eclipse tomorrow. It's actually a solar eclipse, but